Hi, I'm Sarah with Custom Pilates and Yoga, and today I'm going to be discussing the yoga pose Ustrasana, which is also known as Camel pose. Now, full disclosure, I do not love this pose. I have tight hips, I have a tight spine, I have a healed, although still existing, broken neck, and also this is a yoga pose that caused me injury a long time ago and really turned me off to yoga. So I have a whole handful of reasons why I don't like this pose, why I don't do this pose, but the other day I read a really great post from Jason Crandell. And he said that part of the problem with Ustrasana is the mindset behind it, that people have to have their hips stacked up above their knees. And he says this isn't entirely true. If you think about the yoga pose, the bridge pose, Bandhasana, if your hips can lift up and be level with your knees, when you do camel pose, you can probably keep your hips level, like right over your knees. Now, if that's not your case, if you're like me and you go up into your bridge pose and your hips come up and you're trying and you're working so hard, but they're just not there, it's okay. When you go into camel pose, instead of having that mindset of I have to keep my hips stacked over my knees, let yourself kind of lean back into it and relax. Because after all, guys, the whole point of camel pose is to open up your upper back and your spine, okay? So you definitely don't want to do anything that's going to make you take a hit to your low back, okay? You don't want to do anything that's going to injure your low back. So today I have yoga blocks because I will definitely need these. If you have tight hip flexors, if you have a tight spine, you will also want your yoga blocks. So let's come up onto our knees. Right now I've got a hip width distance between my knees, nice and tall here. And I can put my hands on my hips, and I like doing this because it helps me draw my belly button toward my spine, lift my ribs up away from the hips, and then we're gonna pivot the ribs open. Good, and that'll be a good stretch. Now go ahead and roll your shoulders onto your back and release your arms. Now, as you can see, this is my camel pose, and I am not touching my heels. In pictures where the people are bendy, they grab their heels and they're all, kind of puffed up and rounded, but I am not bendy that way. So I come back up, I grab my blocks. Now I'm using my blocks as extensions of my arms. So ground down through your knees, press the floor away, belly button to the spine, roll the shoulder blades onto the back. Start to pivot your chest up toward the ceiling, and you can kind of come back into this stretch. Tuck your chin toward your chest, roll on up. Good. And release the blocks. Now, camel pose is obviously better after you've been warmed up. You'll want to do things like stretch your quads, which are the muscles on the tops of your legs. You'll want to stretch open your hips. Those stretching open the shoulders, those things will all help you in terms of getting into a better camel pose. So I hope you've enjoyed this video on how to modify camel pose to make it more accessible for everybody and people of varying abilities. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you'd like more information on this yoga pose or other yoga poses, come on out to my website, www.custompilatesandyoga.com. Thank you.